Imagine this an ancient symbol, older than most languages, older than the earliest civilizations, older than the pyramids, the epics, perhaps even older than writing itself. A symbol with three sharp prongs, held only by the most powerful gods across different cultures. In India, it is Shiva's divine weapon, the Trishul. In Greece, it becomes Poseidon's trident. In Rome, Neptune wields it. In Sumeria, it appears in the hands of Enki, god of wisdom and the abyss. In Polynesia, sky gods descend with three-pronged spears. And across the world, from Mayan temples to Celtic carvings to Norse myths, this same shape returns again and again. Three blades, one handle, infinite mystery. This is not coincidence, not repetition. This is a pattern in ancient memory, hidden across humanity. The question is, how? Why does a symbol so uniquely Indian appear everywhere? Did the Trishul travel across the world before history began? Or is there a deeper truth we've simply forgotten? Let's dive deep. The story begins in India, standing before the image of Lord Shiva calm, still, timeless, holding his Trishul, not as a weapon of destruction alone, but as a cosmic key. Every Hindu child hears that the three prongs represent creation, preservation, and destruction. But that's the spiritual interpretation. What if the Trishul originally symbolized something far more ancient? Something every early civilization witnessed in the sky? Because long before religious interpretation, the Trishul appears in prehistoric cave markings across India, Bhimbetka, Kupgalu, Mirzapur, dating back 10,000 years and more. Three-pronged marks etched into rock faces where no mythology had yet formed. These early humans were drawing something they saw, something that mattered, something powerful enough to replicate for generations. But thousands of years later, in Sumeria, 3,000 kilometers away, scribes etched Enki, the god of the deep waters, holding a three-pronged staff. In Greek islands, at the same time, sailors carved Poseidon, thrusting his trident into the sea, shaking the earth. In Rome, Neptune appears with a nearly identical weapon. And in Aztec Mexico, Quetzalcoatl is surrounded by triple spear motifs carved into stone. These cultures did not meet. They did not speak the same languages. They did not trade. And yet somehow, their gods held the same weapon. A weapon whose shape never changes. Why? Archaeologists often say, parallel evolution. The idea that cultures independently create similar symbols. But this argument collapses the moment you zoom in, because the trident isn't just a weapon. It's always wielded by the same type of deity, the one who controls the most dangerous element of nature. Shiva controls destruction, storms, time itself. Poseidon commands the oceans, earthquakes, and the wild. Enki controls the abyss, wisdom, the flow of water. Polynesian sky gods wield tridents to command lightning. Mayan gods use them as celestial staffs. The trident doesn't appear randomly. It appears only with the highest, most feared, most revered gods. Why would every ancient culture choose a trident and only a trident to represent the highest power? Why not a sword, axe, bow, mace, or hammer? Why the same three-pronged pattern again and again? Some researchers believe the answer lies in nature. Lightning often splits into three forks when it strikes. Ancient people might have seen this and associated the three-fork pattern with divine power. But then, why did they put this trident in the hands of gods, not nature spirits? The symbolism doesn't add up. Others claim the Trishul represents a spear used for fishing. But why would gods of the sky, fire, time, destruction, or knowledge need a fishing tool? And how do we explain trident-like weapons in inland civilizations with no oceans, like the Celts or the Mayans? The traditional explanations never answer the real question. Why is the trident universal? In many ancient texts from the Vedas to the Popol Vuh, we repeatedly see descriptions of three beams of light descending from the sky. These appear during divine visitations battles between gods or cosmic events. 3 beams, 3 lights, 3 points. In the Mahabharata, during the war, celestial weapons are described as splitting the sky into 3 glowing trails before striking their target. In Greek mythology, Poseidon's trident creates earthquakes with a single impact like a shockwave radiating in 3 directions. Norse sagas speak of Odinic weapons splitting into 3 rays of light. What if the Trishul is a symbolic memory of an ancient technology? Not technology as we imagine today, but something unimaginable to our ancestors. Something they didn't understand, something they only saw and replicated as best as they could. Imagine early humans witnessing a celestial phenomenon huge, branching beams of energy, splitting the sky in 3. Something powerful, terrifying, divine. Something they interpreted as the weapon of the gods. And that memory traveled with them. As tribes migrated, the meaning evolved, but the shape remained. A universal symbol passed down through humanity like an echo of the ancient world. But let's go deeper. Across continents, ancient people carved not just the trident, but the same geometric pattern. A central line flanked by 2 parallel ones. In Peru, Nazca has massive geoglyphs with triple-line motifs stretching for kilometers. In Easter Island, Rongorongo tablets depict a 3-pointed staff used by their priest kings. In Scandinavia, Viking stones show the 3-pronged gishjalmur, a protective symbol connected to Odin. In Buddhism, the Vajra, older than many temples, often splits into 3 tips representing indestructible power. In Tibet, the triple staff Khatvanga is used in tantric rituals. Everywhere, the idea is the same. 3 merging into 1, 1 splitting into 3. A trident. Here's where things get fascinating. When archaeologists map the spread of trident symbols, they notice something shocking. The pattern follows ancient migration routes. Many of these people, long before recorded history, originated from Central Asia, parts of India, and the Himalayan region. As they traveled, they carried their stories, myths, and sacred symbols. But what if they weren't just carrying stories? What if they were carrying memories? Memories of something their ancestors believed was divine, something they had actually witnessed, something that left such an impact that it etched itself into the collective human consciousness. There's a reason the Trishul is found carved on megalithic stones, pottery, temple pillars, cave walls, and royal emblems across the world. There's a reason why kings from Rome to Cambodia claimed the trident as a symbol of supreme authority. In Sri Lanka, ancient kings linked themselves to Shiva's Trishul to legitimize power. In Cambodia, the Angkor kings linked the Trishul with the royal emblem of Shiva. In Japan, certain Shinto deities hold triple-bladed spears. In Indonesia, the Trishula symbol appears in temples dedicated to Shiva Buddha traditions. The pattern is everywhere. But the real twist comes when you notice that the trident is always associated with control over forces humans cannot tame: water, lightning, destruction, cosmic energy, the underworld, the sky. If we believe that ancient myths are distorted memories of real events, then the trident becomes something else entirely, a representation of power that came from above. Something humans saw and couldn't explain. Something used by beings they called gods. Imagine an ancient event, perhaps a meteor, a plasma discharge, or a rare atmospheric phenomenon, splitting the sky into 3 massive columns of light. Imagine how unforgettable that would be, how terrifying, how divine it would seem. This could be why the Trishul appears in cultures with no contact. It isn't cultural borrowing. It's global human memory. And then there's Mount Kailash, believed in Hinduism, Buddhism, and Bon mythology to be the abode of divine beings. On the sides of the mountain, natural clefts sometimes form trident-like patterns in the ice. Coincidence? Or the origin of the symbol itself? Civilizations around Kailash Tibetans, early Indo-Aryans, Bon shamans considered the Trishul a cosmic sign left by the gods. Even today, Pilgrims report seeing 3 beams of sunlight hitting the mountain at dawn, forming a natural trident. When shared orally over centuries, such moments become myths. Let's now return to the Greeks. Poseidon's trident could shake the earth. But this isn't myth. Greece is located on one of the most active seismic zones in Europe. Ancient people saw earthquakes emerge from the sea and believed a god was striking with a 3-pronged weapon. In India, lightning storms, volcanic eruptions, and meteor strikes were attributed to Shiva's Trishul. In the Pacific Islands, underwater volcanic explosions were believed to be the gods thrusting their spears. Same phenomenon, same fear, same interpretation, same symbol. The mystery deepens when we see tridents in archaeological sites that still confuse researchers. In Göbekli Tepe, some say pillar carvings resemble early trident patterns. In the Indus Valley, the trident appears repeatedly, carved beside animals and priest kings. In Mesopotamia, cylinder seals show the god Enki, with a staff splitting into 3 ends older than many Indian depictions. In ancient Persia, Mithraic symbols appear with triple-bladed motifs. Everywhere, the meaning is the same: power that comes from above. So what does all this mean? Why does the trident appear everywhere? What is the real truth behind Shiva's Trishul and its global cousins? Here's the most compelling possibility. Humanity, long before language, religion, and civilization, witnessed something extraordinary, something cosmic, powerful, overwhelming. Something that left such a deep psychological imprint that when humans finally gained the ability to tell stories, they used the same shape to remember it. They gave the trident to their gods because their gods were simply the names they gave to forces they couldn't explain. Over time, these memories turned into myths. Myths turned into religions. Religions shaped cultures. But the symbol remained the same. The Trishul is not just a weapon. It is a code, a universal pattern etched into the human mind. A symbol of power that transcends borders, languages, oceans, and time. A silent reminder that our ancestors, spread across continents, all remembered something the same way. Something that shook the sky. Something they believed came from the gods. So the next time you see Shiva holding the Trishul, or Poseidon thrusting his trident, or Enki standing with his 3-pronged staff, or a Polynesian god with a triple spear, or a Celtic carving with a triple blade symbol, remember this. Humanity may have forgotten the event, but the symbol survived. The Trishul is our oldest memory, shared across civilizations, across ages, across the world. And maybe this universal symbol hints that the gods were not different gods at all. They might have been the same beings, remembered differently by different cultures, leaving behind the same signature: the trident, the 3 blades, the cosmic symbol of power, a reminder of a truth we once knew and are only now rediscovering.